Hey everyone, I'm Nick.
I'm Vic.
And we're Envy Board Gaming. Today we're doing our top 100, just starting out 100 through 91. Second time doing this video. Vic's first time doing a complete 100.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see what made your cut. There'll be a lot of new games, a lot of things shifting for sure as more things get played. But we're just going to jump right into it with our number 100. So I'll go first this round, I guess.
Yeah.
Number 100 for me is a newer game in a way. This is Ultimate Railroads. So Russian Railroads is a very popular worker placement game. Ultimate Railroads is a newer version that has everything. It has the American railroads, the German, the Asian, and it has the Russian, the classic Russian. So there are all these options when you play it. Tons of ways to play it. I had to make the list. I like it as a worker placement game. Pretty simple rule set as well. And I think the things they implement are actually interesting. And it's not just tacked on. Like the American one, I actually really enjoy the stock of that. And I think, I don't know if that's one of the more favored ones or not, but I really enjoy that stuff. So
yeah, that's a good
Ultimate Railroads.
For me, the number 100 is actually a game that I only got to play one time, and it was on a Dice Tower Cruise, one of the more recent ones. We always like to try out some of these games before we actually get to play them, and when player count is important, it's nice that we get to play this with more than just him and I, Nick and I, and that's Gaia Project.
Okay.
I really had fun. I had a bird clan, so I think, my species look like fun birds. But I always have fun with like a civilization meets space type of game. So that's my 100 is Gaia Project.
Cool. Nice heavy game. I really enjoyed that as well. Yeah, good pick. All right, number 99 for us, for me, is a cooperative game. We've played it several times. We actually played this with Andrew as well to teach him the game. It is a fairly longer game, but I like it as a cooperative game. It's one of my favorites for a cooperative. It's The Loop. The Loop, we have not reviewed this, I don't think, but it is a good cooperative game if you haven't heard of it. It is a lot of getting like a deck build type thing going on as well. You're getting different cards, and you're trying to scurry around the board and get these different objectives met. So I like it a lot. That's The Loop.
Yeah, it's always nice to play a game with you than against you.
Mm-hmm.
My number 99 is a game that has a lot of different places to go in it. It's Crystal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
It takes up a lot of space on the table, but I really think it's interesting pairing inventors with the inventions and manipulating dice and placing dice. So I have a lot of fun with that game.
That was my 102. Yep, just did make the list. All right, number 98 is my first so far appearance of a game that was on the previous list that I did, which was about a year and a half ago, give or take a month. This is a game that would be a lot higher if it ever got to the table, really. It doesn't get to the table hardly at all, and this is Rising Sun. So that it's fallen a lot because I can't play it. It was, last time it was 44, and now it's 98. So I think just more plays of it would bring it right back. So it's nothing of the fault of its own. It's nothing the fault of the game. It's just, I don't know, we just haven't had a chance to play it. Whenever we're introducing, it feels like we're always introducing games to people. We're not coming back to games. So
right.
Rising Sun is one I do want to come back to eventually here.
Yeah. Speaking of games that we should come back to, this is a game I taught you, and we played it like one time, maybe twice.
Okay.
And it's Steampunk Rally Fusion. I remembered having a lot of fun, enough that I was the one who learned it and taught it, and I was able to do that. It's a race, but you're also adding parts, and I don't fully remember everything about it, but I know I liked it at number 98.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too when we played it.
Yeah.
I would like to come back to that because we were planning on having that as a review at one point. We just didn't get around to it. All right, number 97. This game was previously 88, so not much of a move, a 9-point move back. It is a 2-player only game by, I believe, Bruno Cathala, and it is your game, Raptor. You own that game.
Yeah.
Raptor is dinosaurs versus scientists, and you're playing cards either for action points or for the card action, whatever that might be, based on which card is lower. And the difference is how many action points the other person gets. A super clever system. I like it a lot. Enjoy every single play, and it's clever. It's a clever 2-player game that I enjoy.
That's a good one. Number 97 for me is a game that there's always suspense if your room with your people is going to get burned to the ground. And you never know. It just depends on what card you pick. You can get some defense for it, but it's icky. I really like
Depends
Icky.
that tile. Yeah, that tile it tells you which it's gonna burn.
Right. Yeah, I like Icky. I like moving around and getting to stop at different places and upgrading the people that you have in each room or each building that you've placed out. So, fun.
Fun game. All right, number 96 now. 96 is one that wasn't on the list previously because it's a little newer. Not too new, but a little newer than our previous one we've ranked. And that is a T game called Teledum. Teledum is a game we have reviewed on this channel, and it was pretty favorable. I enjoy, I think, all the T games. I can't think of a T game that's like, oh, I didn't like that. So Teledum made the list, and it is a heavier, not easy to teach game, even though we did give it an overview in our review. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the decisions, and there's plenty of decisions in that game, so Teledum.
Huh. Number 96 for me is a game, I don't even think you have this game anymore. You may have sold it.
Okay.
I was thinking about that as I was printing this list. But I really liked the building blocks in it. They were big, chunky ones with different colors, and you're going around in a circle.
I know what it is.
It's Porta Nigra. Yeah.
It is sold, yes.
Yeah,
but it's good. I like the game. Yeah, I like that game. Porta Nigra was fun. And we do have a review of that as well. Almost positive it's there.
Yeah.
All right, 95 is another two-player only game. It was previously 50. So I guess this is more reflective of my taste in gaming, shifting a little bit. This one I really do enjoy as the chess alternative, and you gotta know what that is. It's the best chess alternative there is, and that's Onitama. Onitama, I think what it's waiting on is the expansions. I felt like I don't really want to play with them, so it keeps when I'm playing them, I'm trying these different expansions, and it's taken away from the core game that I liked, which is rare. Rare that I get expansions that actually man, I really do not like this. One feels like you're doing it blind, the new one, Shadows or something. It's like, what is this? And the one before that, I want to say it's like The Way of the Wind or something. I can't remember. I thought it was just okay. But the one before that was fine because it just added more cards. So it was just the core game, just a little more of it. So Onitama is still a really good two-player game, especially if you're into chess and you want a quicker version.
Yeah, I always like playing that with you. My number 95 is a game that we had recently added to the collection. I'm still feeling it out, so I think it has potential to move up on the list. But this game is Wonderland's War. When it comes to area control, I'm a little uneasy about. I don't think I would really want to put too many area control games in the top 100 for me personally because I don't enjoy the mechanism of dudes on a map trying to defend a spot, but it makes it fun. I enjoy the way that they've done it.
Okay. And it has some value building too.
Yeah.
All right. Number 94 now. Number 94 for me is a deck builder. A little bit under the radar, though some people know about it, but it is Shards of Infinity. So coming from the Star Realms, that's my intro to deck building. I feel like this is a step up. I enjoy it a little more now. Back then, I thought Star Realms was the king. I liked it quite a bit for a quick deck build that is even quicker than Dominion. I think Shards of Infinity, it might be my favorite pure deck builder. That's only mechanism, really. That might be my favorite because the expansion also added something to it as well. So Shards of Infinity coming in at my number 94.
Number 94 for me is a game that you have sort of hinted on, but a game that we've done at 2 players only, and it's a fun little matchup against one another. It's the sequel to the original OG game that you just love, and it's Mall Peak for me. At first, I wasn't too fond of it because I don't like going head-to-head against Nick, but I know, number one, Nick loves it. I know he loves it, so I like to play games that, obviously Nick enjoys, and I found that this one was a good improvement from the original one for me, and I had a lot of fun. I always am down to play it with Nick, so.
All right, Mall Peak, nice. Yeah. That's the first game, first one on the list. All right, 93 is a deduction game. I keep saying it whenever I mention this game. It's the most clever game I've played, and that's Cryptid. It's even a game we've played with your family. We've played it with friends and shown them how clever this game is, the way that this game works. They're trying to deduce where this cryptid is on the map, and there's only one correct spot each time you play. The only reason it's docked is because you could ruin a game. You could play the game and it could be ruined if one person makes a mistake. If it wasn't for that, this would be in the 40s or so. So as it stands, and actually before it wasn't the 40s, we've had it ruined a couple times. So it used to be 40. It was at 49. Now it's at 93.
Yeah, now we have an IQ threshold, I think, for playing.
No, it's not that. It's a focus threshold.
Yeah.
It's a focus thing.
Yeah, you can't be tending to babies or anything in between it. Number 93 for me, another game that was played one time on the Dice Tower Cruise late at night, but I see its potential. It's beautiful. It was fun. Once I got the hang of it, it wasn't too burdened with rules, and I liked it a lot. Revive is the game for me at number 93.
Cool. I actually just started teaching that game after one play.
Yeah, you were.
Strangers.
Yeah.
All right, 92. We're at 92. This is probably the least rules intensive game on this list. Quickest game. I think I go to this one. I think at least this crosses my head when I only have a certain amount of time and I don't want to do a big teach. This is Floriferous, another pencil first game. So we're down. Now we got 2.
Yeah.
Floriferous is something there's a sweet spot there for me. I don't know what it is. It's very basic-ish. It's not as basic as like a Herbaceous, another one of those games. But it is simple for me. For my taste in games, this one is very straightforward. Where you're trying to collect the most either flowers, colors, whatever it might be, in different sets based upon the scoring cards you're going to get, your desire cards, and the drafting in it. I like drafting as it is, and there's different choices. There's even like in a 2-player game, there's kind of like that option where you can take the hidden card up top. You'll get first player, and you don't know, like, oh, it's fun. It's really fun, and it's really quick. So I like it. It's some kind of sweet spot to me. Floriferous.
Number 92 for me is a game that you've already mentioned, actually. It was a game that I thought was lost, and another 2-player only game that I've had near and dear to my heart. Dinosaur theme, really enjoy it. So Raptor has to make the list for me in the top 100 because we've had so much fun playing it and changing between being a scientist and being the raptor mama. So I like it.
All right. One more for this list. Number 91. This is my biggest drop-off on this list by far. Well, yeah, it's got to be. I'm almost positive this is the biggest drop-off. And not because the game got worse. We just never find ourselves asking to play it. It was at 28 previously.
Whoa.
And now it's at 91. And that's the Crew. And that's any variation of the Crew. We don't come back to it anymore. When I think about it, it's a great trick-taking game, cooperative, and I do want to play it again. It's not like I'm poo-pooing it, but it just doesn't spring to mind anymore. I don't think about, let's play the Crew.
Yeah.
Because we have so many other games. If we're going to play a small game, we're probably going to play a newer game. So I think this is another one. There's going to be quite a few of these that have dropped in just because we don't ask to play it, doesn't hit the table. This is one that's easy to table. We just don't really ask for it.
Yeah, we just had too many games hit us, you know?
Yeah.
Too many came our way.
And plus the sweet spot in this one's probably going to be 3 or 4, not 2, where you're controlling Jarvis. But it's still fun at 2.
Right, and we have had fun playing it actually with Andrew online, so we also have that outlet that we can play it online, so that's nice. All right, my last one in this series is another one you've said.
Really?
Yeah, another one. It is Cryptid. I had to put Cryptid on this list because I one time won in like 3 turns. Do you remember how crazy that was?
You winning, but I don't
Oh,
remember
yeah, it was like quick. It was ridiculous. It was so fast, and everyone. I think I became a genius, or I was deemed a genius by
3
everyone.
turns, huh?
Yeah. No. It was something like that, 3, 6, or 12 turns.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, you won everyone.
Yeah, I was enthralled by it. So if everyone gets it right at the table, it's a thing of beauty. So I really like it. I appreciate its mechanisms, its cleverness, so it had to go.
There are some games that are so extra gratifying to win, and that might be one of them.
Yeah, it's like a Fortnite win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us in this first segment of our top 100 games updated list for 2023. There's going to be a lot of changes, I'm sure. Already we've talked about some movement from the previous list we've done. Andrew and Sam are also doing their top 100 at the same time, so do check out their list. And last but not least, please let us know what games have made your top 100 list in the comments below. Thanks. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.